Let's review what we talked about last time. We asked, what is realistic fiction? It's a story made up with characters that could actually happen in real life. So for instance, this short little story, Timmy and his dog Rex went to the park and played in the leaves. Is this realistic fiction? Sure it is. It could really happen in real life. We also talked about the difference between realistic fiction and fantasy fiction. In realistic fiction, the setting is a real time and real places. The setting of a fantasy fiction could be a magical time and magical places. Characters in realistic fiction, people act like real people and animals act like real animals. But in fantasy fiction, people can have special powers, like aliens or superheroes, and animals can act like people. And then finally, in a realistic fiction story, the plot, it seems like a real story. The events that happen in that story could really happen in real life. In fantasy, the plots are usually make-believe stories, and the events couldn't happen in real life. Now let's talk about the process of writing a realistic fiction story. When you write a realistic fiction story, you, number one, imagine a person for your character. Number two, then imagine a real-life place for them to be. This could be a farm, it could be the woods, maybe a big old beautiful house, or maybe a beach on a tropical island. Finally, don't forget to imagine some real-life problem they may have, such as running out of gas, or maybe your main character breaks his leg from falling out of a tree. Now watch as I imagine. I'm going to go through that process right here in front of you. I will close my eyes and try to see a person in my mind. A name I've always liked ever since I was a little girl is the name Gretchen. So my main character is going to be a girl named Gretchen. And I imagine that she looks like that. Now I need a place or a setting for my story. I'm imagining that Gretchen has a really cool fort in her backyard, and it looks like this. See, you can see my imagination. Finally, I need a problem for Gretchen. What could be a problem for my character? I know. She finds a hurt bird by her fort. A bird that looks like that. So now we're going to talk about character. I'm going to give you a little bit more detail into the character that I created. I'm going to use this chart to help me. You'll find the same exact chart in your packet. And the directions say to draw a picture of your character in the middle, then write adjectives to tell what your character is like on the inside. So we have these bubbles here, and on each one of these bubbles, you're going to use words or phrases to describe your character. And I'll show you what I mean by introducing you to my character. Remember her name? Gretchen, and that's what she looks like in my imagination. And I'm going to tell you some things about her. She is smart. She is curious. She is kind, and she loves animals. Let's see, what else can I tell you about Gretchen? She is helpful. And finally, she is brave. Now it's your turn to create your character. You decide, is your character going to have a name? Well, obviously your character will have a name. What will it be? Is your character going to be a girl or a boy? Old or young? Kind or mean? Tall or short? What do they like? What are they like? You're going to use your created character chart just like I did, and you're going to create your special character that you're going to write your very first realistic fiction story about. I can't wait to see what you come up with.